Okay, we are in the middle of the coronavirus epidemic, I guess you would call it. So, as you notice, I'm not dressed as I normally am. There's no agenda. There's nothing here except WVU, Go Mountaineers. I'm here to help Americans. I don't want people to look and go, oh, ain't no way I'm watching that. Because, so, people that watch me a lot, you know what I'm talking about. So anyways, I'm not here to push any agenda. I'm here to show you how to make homemade bread when you're out of bread and you can't go out to get bread because of this virus. I'm going to show you the ingredients this way. Then we'll go over the list. So, let me get this focused in here. Okay, 6 cups all-purpose flour, 2 cups warm water, approximately 110 degrees, 1/4 cup vegetable oil, 2/3 cup sugar, 1½ tablespoons of yeast, 1½ teaspoons of salt. Then later, when we get it all mixed up, we're going to let it rise. We got to let it rise twice, but you'll see that in the video. We're going to bake it on 350. For a loaf of bread, it's 30 to 40 minutes. We want it to be about 190 degrees inside of a loaf and on the rolls also. We're going to do rolls and bread today. So the center of the bread, 190. Rolls, I don't know. Never made hot rolls. This is my first attempt. So rolls, I'm going to say 20 to 30 minutes. We'll see. I will use my thermometer. Okay, with that being said, so we got our 6 cups of flour. We're going to have the warm water. We're going to have to spray all 3 of these. We're going to need a big mixing bowl. We're going to need, my pan's really shot to shit, so we lined it with, I got to buy some new ones. And we're going to make some hot rolls in this. We're going to try and do them like my mom did. Little 3 balls and it came up and we'll see. We'll see. We're going to spray that with this. So we got our yeast, we got our salt, and we have our oil. These are each about a 1/4 cup, close enough for me. And we have our sugar. I forget what it said. I wrote it all down, but I forget. And our 6 cup flour. All right. So I got to get the big mixer over here. I'll be right back. We'll see what's what. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm back, and I fixed up the water. Used my little thermometer. It was 107, give or take, going up toward 108. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our sugar in. I'll use a fork work better. Well, let's put the yeast in first. I put sugar in first the other day. Let's see how this does. Let's do this. Put the yeast in. Now we're going to put the sugar in to feed the yeast. Yeah. I'll stir that around. Like so. Yeah. Alright. Here we got the yeast. Alright, sugar. Now what we're going to do, we're going to let this sit. Got 5 minutes. And it should start foaming up and getting funky looking. But the yeast feeds off the sugar. And I don't know, creates carbon dioxide or I don't know what it makes, but it makes stuff that makes the bread rise. So we're done with my sugar. We're done with the yeast. Got water spilled right there. Better wipe that up. I had to break into my storeroom and get out some supplies because all our flour that's used out here in the kitchen making biscuits and whatnot was empty. So I had to break into the storeroom back there and bring out some new flour. Alright, we're dead in the water until this rises. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Let me see if I can do this. You kind of see the foam on top. And that's the sugary water. So what we're going to do next, we're going to dump it in here, like so. Try not to make a mess. I did. Some of it's down there on the floor. That's all right though. It cleaned up. Now, we want a bread dough. Bread dough's up. Look out, Lucy. Yeah. Now, we're going to put this in, the flour in, next. Oh, fiddle diddle. There's my big cup measuring thing. Should have got it out. Sorry, folks. But those of you that has watched me know I always forget something. We got our flour back out because we're going to have to use some of it here shortly. All right. Basically 1 cup at a time. Lock this thing down. Be very gentle. Because the other day I threw flour everywhere. Janet cleaned it up for me this morning. The dough hook, one of the bladed ones over there would be better starting off. But then you just have 2. Oop. Now let's go ahead and put our oil in. And we'll put our salt in. Just another scoop of this. Basically, 1 scoop at a time. Thought I'd try something there, but 1 cup at a time. Get your little spatula to keep the side scraped down. So now that you see what we're doing, I'm going to pause and get this ready. Be right back in just a jiffy for you. About 5 minutes for me. Okay, I wasn't happy with the way the dough hook was doing, so I did get out one of these. Look here, I got a paper towel to waste. Now I'm going to put some butter in this. Now, it's going to get into a nice ball here shortly. That butter will help it all come together, I hope. It's a lot better than doing it by hand, but you can do all this by hand. It's just a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Now, sooner or later, this on the side will join up with the stuff in the middle. Pretty soon we're going to have a nice ball of dough here, just real shortly now. Be careful with this. I do it all the time. I go too far. Wham! Flour goes everywhere. It's pretty sticky at the moment. I may have to add just a pinch of flour in there to dry it up some. That's what I'm going to do. You don't want it too sticky. Flour is the biggest pain in the butt to deal with. Now I put maybe a third of a third. That'll dry it up some, make it more of a ball. Now I'm going to pause. I'm going to dig this off the bottom. And I'll be right back. We'll pause and get it off the bottom. So a tad bit sticky. I'll add a little bit more. This is going to be a long video, I think. Alright, this is done. Kind of do this. It's gonna look about like that. If you can see that. Okay. Now I gotta prepare this for kneading. So here we go. Be right back in a couple minutes. Okay. I'm gonna readjust this just a little bit and you can see a little better maybe what I'm about to do. I sprinkled a little bit of flour. Go light on the flour. Now, get this big sticky mess out of there. It's still a little stickier than normal. We'll get it done. Maybe I didn't put enough butter in there. I don't know. Now, that was a mistake. I should have floured my fingers before I did that. Really was a boo-boo. Wasn't thinking. But anyways, I guess sometimes you have a little more trouble than all the others. Now, use a little flour. Ooh, fiddle. Look at all that dough I'm forgetting. Hold on, folks. Let me get this under control. Now, as many of you know, you get all my goof ups. Which I was having problems, you gotta see it. Now we're gonna take a little bit of flour, lightly. Okay? Now, flour your hands really well. Okay? Yeah, got too much flour, but it'll work out. Now we're gonna knead it. Let's get started here. We're gonna push it away. We're gonna fold it back to us. Oop. We're gonna take the palms of your hand. Keep your hands floured. Fold it. Turn it. Knead it. You don't have to do a lot, especially since we use that machine. You know. So now, whoop, using up all the stuff on the table. What we want is a ball. Nice little ball. Alright. I'm going to pause. We got the ball. Be right back. I'll show you something. Gotta get stuff ready though. Now, remember in the beginning about the spray? Alright, we're going to spray it. I usually do this at the sink, so let's do it over here. Now, we'll take it and we're going to put it in the bowl. Now, I got my oven running over there at 170 degrees. And that'll create a nice warm spot over here to raise. It's got to raise an hour. Now we're going to take this damp towel that I'm about to make. We're going to lay over top of that. Nice little damp towel. Nice warm towel. I should have done this before, but I wanted you to make sure you understood to get a nice warm damp towel. Don't have to be soaking wet. We're going to cover it. Make sure you spray that all the way to the top because I don't know how high this is going to raise. We'll see. It's going to be an hour. We'll be back in an hour. I'll probably come back sometime through the course of the thing and say, hey, this is what it looked like. So probably give you a little talking to. No, not really. Be back in an hour. Yeah, I don't know what time it is. Let me look. Hold on, 7:24. It is now 7:24. Alexa, set a timer for 1 hour.
1 hour, starting now.
Okay, I'm gonna get my camera straightened back up too. See you in an hour. All right, we are back. There's about 5 minutes left for the raising over there. But I know a lot of you that Janet was teasing the other day called you my cult following. So those of you that have been following my videos know that I wear a hat and a black shirt. Today I'm wearing West Virginia University shirt. I am not pushing anything but unity in America through this time of turmoil. I see these crazy people on YouTube and in places fighting over a thing of toilet paper. Come on, America, we're better than that. Don't you think we're better than that? Let's pull together. If you're not an essential worker, do like Jana and I did. Stay home. We're lucky we got a pretty good sized yard we can get out in. That's our luck. We have our supplies in pretty good shape there. I've been teased over the years about, stockpiling different items, and but anyway, it's come in real handy. We got lucky and we did our regular grocery shopping a few days before people went crazy. So we had, our normal groceries bought. We had our storeroom of stuff. Like I said earlier, we broke into our flour. So we still got plenty of flour. And that's why I'm making bread. And that's why I'm doing this video to teach you to make bread to where maybe you don't have to go to the grocery store every 3 days to get a loaf of bread. Make your own, learn to survive, get along, America. I don't care what your politics is. Now is not the time. So, let's pull together. I'm going to go get the bowl, then I'll be right back. Oh, and if you are going out for nonsense, shame on you. All right, we're back. I'm going to show you this. It has doubled in size. Now the next step is this. Violence. Punch it. Punch it, punch it, punch it. Punch it down. Alright. There. But I did forget to do one thing. I forgot to get the oil on the top. That's alright. It's working out alright. So I'm trying to remember if I need to probably do sprinkle a little bit of this. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. Can't remember. Now we're going to dump it out. Whop. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good shape. Yeah. Now, since we're doing hot rolls and hot rolls and a loaf of bread, we're going to cut this thing in half. But actually, it's not quite half. I'm going to make less rolls and maybe a little bigger. Alexa, stop timer. Nah, heck. Just give it a little bit more for the rolls. I don't know how many rolls I'm actually going to be able to make out of this. But what we're going to do, we got to make it raise one more time. I'm going to try and make a loaf out of this. It's just pretty wet, but it'll be all right, I think. We're gonna put the loaf. Guess what? In the loaf pan. Now I have already. Can't pick it up. Already sprayed this in my pan over there. See? We gotta let it raise again. Go ahead and get this started raising. About 20 minutes. I'm gonna make up some dough balls for in the thing. Be right back. Okay, cool beans. We're back. Janet came in and helped me make these balls pretty quick. See? I don't know, they're that big around, you know. I guess about 1.5 inches. Don't worry about the shape. They'll shape themselves. I'll put this over here. You ain't gonna have to have another towel. We had some left over, so we improvised, and it's gonna be a gigantic square hot roll. We'll see how that turns out. Now, I may make a mistake right here. I'm not gonna wet this down. It'll probably stick. We'll find out. Now we gotta wait another 20 minutes, and then it'll be ready to go in the oven at 350. Okay, here we go. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. Okay, we don't have much time to wait. Just a few more minutes. The second raising will be up. I always like cleaning up as I go. I cleaned half the stuff, you know, while we waiting the hour. And Janet and I had a big bowl of ice cream that I made basically this morning, actually. Made it this morning. I figured out how to do it. I didn't know how to do it yesterday, but between Janet, YouTube, and myself figuring things out, I figured out how to make it. So we had a big bowl of ice cream while I waited. And our air conditioner, our pump outside, went out about a month ago. And today was the hottest day of the year so far, probably about 80. This house is like an oven. It's just, I'm worried about the people in America right now, okay? I am. People, don't go out if you don't have to. That's how this is going to spread and spread and spread. We can't get it stopped if you keep going out. Now, yeah, me and Janice going to have to go make a supply run for the necessities of life that you can't store. You know, some milk and whatnot like that. People, please. Damn it, guys. Have some compassion for your fellow man over this virus. Stop going out for bullshit. All right, enough of that. Okay, I'll be back when the bread's ready. Then we'll get back to business. Okay, another 20 minutes have passed. That's what it looks like. They've not quite doubled in size, but they've come a long ways. So we're going to pop them in the oven. It's already up to speed and we're ready to go. We'll be back in 20 to 30 minutes.